It was great to have over 200 players represented at the AGM. Most significantly, we have a record number of PFA members now who are fully financial across the A-League, the Socceroos, the Matildas and the W League. In addition, we've been able to elevate our first ever female life member, and that's Cheryl Salisbury, recognising her wonderful contribution to not only women's football but football more generally in Australia over such a long period of time. And we've also now got to our 30% objective on the executive. We just have at least three female members on the board to give us the requisite corporate governance balance that we think we need to be effective. Now, the whole notion of life membership is a great way to recognise players' contributions to not only the PFA but the broader sport. We recognised Harry Kewell, Matt Mackay, Vince Grella for their wonderful contribution at the AGM, and it's great to see the current footballers still understanding the role those guys had in building the sport. In addition to that, we've brought Glenn Moss on to the executive to replace Ante Kovic. Glenn's a universally respected footballer, and I think will make a wonderful contribution, particularly with his insight into the A-League. We don't shy away from the fact that our core service is to make sure players can have successful footballing careers, and a big part of that is ensuring that our legal work is world class. In the past 12 months, we secured $4.27 million in player entitlements, which just goes to show A, how precarious a footballer's career can be, but B, how adept the PFA is at supporting the players in that area. Now, that leads us into these broader game considerations around the whole of game CBA and the importance of the PFA having the requisite autonomy to invest the money, the players' money, in the way the players deem appropriate. We're very optimistic about the programs and projects we wish to work on to grow the game, and we think the players can really make a difference to one another by investing that money correctly once the new broadcast deal is done. Whilst the principal purpose of the AGM is to look back over the previous 12 months, I think it's also a timely opportunity to genuinely project forward and look at the challenges and opportunities that the game has. A quick snapshot of the sport outlines what those opportunities and challenges are. The wave of support behind professionalising women's football, the need to redefine Australia's talent management and development pathways, the exponential growth in Asian football, sustainably growing the professional footprint nationally, and continuing to advocate for football as the face of modern Australia. As always, the players are uniquely positioned to really advance the genuine interests of the sport.